Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. It's episode 225. I'm here with Catalina, who is reporting live from bed. It's great to see you, Catalina. How you doing?
I love the day. Well, in my defense, I already had to get up early, go to campus, participate in a 3-hour meeting with everyone in my department, and then come home, went to the pharmacy.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I just feel like I've had a very full day already.
It's okay. Sometimes you just need to work from bed, and that's fine.
Well, and I also know you're not supposed, like, in terms of sleep hygiene, it's actually very bad to do computer in bed. But you know what? I want to be bad with you, baby.
A girl's got to do what she's got to do, and sometimes that means working from bed.
That's true.
The VMAs were on this week, and I tried to watch them. I watched some of them. There was a lot of throwbacks to the old times. Ricky Martin got a Latin award. Yeah, honor.
A Latin award. Yeah, one of those. Like an achievement award?
Yeah, like a Lifetime Achievement Award. Mariah Carey got the Video Vanguard Award. She was great. Lady Gaga was there, and it was so nice. And then she had a live performance from MSG. She went to I guess it was like the UBS Arena in Long Island and picked up the award. And then she said, I got to get to MSG. And she went and performed. And then they had a live feed of one of her songs from her concert.
Did she take a helicopter?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, how did she get there so quickly? She must have taken a helicopter.
Even if I were rich and famous, I wouldn't want to be fucking with helicopters.
I would.
There's too many helicopter accidents.
I would fuck with a helicopter.
There's too many helicopter
they're
accidents.
Just so convenient.
They're
so
not
fast.
safe.
I don't know. That's anecdotal.
What do you mean anecdotal?
There's car crashes all the time too.
Yeah. Okay, but that's like okay. Are helicopters
safe?
Statistically.
Oh, Lord.
I'm typing with one finger. Less safe. The AI overview says, no. Helicopters are not statistically less safe than all other aircraft. However, their safety can be nuanced, like all things.
Like everything.
Depending on the specific type of aviation and operational context. While helicopters have a higher fatal accident rate than commercial airliners, they are safer than the broader category of general aviation, which includes private, non-commercial planes, and recreational helicopters. The primary causes of helicopter accidents are pilot error, bad weather, and inadequate maintenance, not the aircraft's inherent complexity. Okay, so basically, don't go on a recreational helicopter.
Yeah, well, if you got to get from point A to B and you could drive or take a helicopter, with unlimited funds, I would be taking a helicopter.
I just feel like I'm always hearing about some like heinous helicopter accidents.
I know, because of Kobe Bryant, because that was
there was Kobe
one.
Bryant. There was also like a family in New York City that died.
That was really scary.
Catch me not in a helicopter.
Have you been in one before?
No, I said catch me not in one.
Oh, but I've been in a helicopter. I think I've been in like 2 or 3 in my travels, and they were fun.
Well,
and I'm here to tell the tale.
Until you die.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on. We're going to start with my For You page. And from one tragedy to the next, I have on my For You page a video by Landon Hawkins 3, and it's titled Awala Tragedy.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. I hope this message finds you well. I'm the proud owner of an Awala Free Sip Sway 30 ounce in the summer paradise color. However, this morning the unthinkable happened. My Awala was standing on a cushioned bar stool and she just tipped over and fell to her death. Like magic, too. I was standing 5 feet away and it just tipped over. The button to flip open the lid is cracked, and the lid doesn't close anymore. I'm devastated that after months of waiting for the perfect color combo, my Awala broke on the first fall.
So basically, this woman dropped her Awala, and it broke, and it was the perfect color, and apparently she couldn't get that color online. But I'm here to say I had a great customer experience with Awala because mine broke as well, and they shipped me a new part for free, and it was very quick and easy. So I think this woman will be taken care of.
I dropped my Walla, but it did not break. It dented, but like whatever. That's a
You
water
can get
bottle.
it replaced.
I think it's fine. I can use a dented water bottle.
That's fine.
A dented trash can, on the other hand.
Yeah, you and your dents, they're not all created equal in your
Well,
minds.
I think I don't know why. Like, a dented water bottle doesn't bother me, but the trash can, I see it more as like you know what it is? I dented my water bottle, so I don't mind dealing with the dent that I caused. But if
the
I
trash
were to,
can came dented.
it's defective. Like,
Yeah,
if you were to send me
agree.
a defective water bottle, then I'd be like, whatever.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't take it.
Well, ever since I've gotten my Awala, I will say that the TikToks about cleaning your Awala have really kept me in check. I would have had accidentally like a really nasty Awala, I think, because you can't really tell, especially with like the gray lip.
The gray lip you have to remove. Yeah,
And
I remove it. When I tell you I remove it, I don't see anything under there, but I still clean it.
Oh, Dina, speaking of cleaning things, and I know you put your Awala in the dishwasher and you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
I have a really sad thing to tell you.
Oh God.
So the other day, some people were at my house, and Ivan had purchased Fruity Pebble flavored Liquid Death, which tastes like a diaper smell.
So wait, Liquid Death is just the water in the can, right?
It's like the water in a can company.
I didn't
and
know
guess
they made flavored versions of that.
it's not water, it's seltzer water, and it's
I didn't know they made that.
sweet, and it truly tastes the way a diaper smells. I'm
Ew,
not
that's
joking.
Gross. Okay.
Okay, so we had people sample it because we were like, what are we going to do with this? And we put it in the shot glasses from your wedding. And then I put those shot glasses in the dishwasher.
And you know what happened? The logo goes off. Yeah, it's very upsetting.
I was very sad. Both of them. So if you have another one, I'd like to have it.
Yeah, okay, I think I do.
If
but
you have
it's
any
so sad.
leftovers. I know, I was very sad. I even took them out.
Oh, now they're just clear
Well,
shot
there's like some
glasses.
specks.
Some black specks left. So sad. Okay, we're moving from one tragedy to the next here.
Oh, this one's actually sad.
One's really, really sad. There's a creator who we've highlighted before. The name is Gooby Gooby.
Dina.
Gooby Gubby. And this guy always has his Mimmy on camera, and they have this great banter, him, his mom, and his grandma. And it came to be the day that his Mimmy passed away. And here's the video they posted.
If you are watching this, it means I'm dead.
No, but then you have to say a speech after. I told you what I think you should say. But
Yeah,
you
but
said-
I'm not going to say what you think I should
Okay, but then
say.
just speak from the heart or from
I
within
will
us.
talk about from my heart.
Okay.
I had the most fabulous life. I traveled the world with Arnie. We went all over. We had phenomenal people that we did everything with, you know, like our partners.
Orgies.
What did you say?
Orgies.
Drake, what's wrong with you?
We have to make this a little bit funny. It's a very dark topic.
Funny. No, wait a minute. I'll never forget driving up the hill in Brazil. You know how expensive one calla lily stem is here? It could be $18 for one flower. Those suckers are growing wild in Brazil. It's true.
Okay, but this is the speech about you, not about the country of Brazil. This is your message to tell everyone that you know.
I'm telling you all the
This is
fun
the
I
most
had.
important. Okay.
And wait, I didn't get to the food.
This is just what you want people to remember you by, that you love Brazil. There's nothing else?
No, and I loved Hong Kong, and I loved Montevideo.
Yeah. What about us? You still haven't mentioned us.
Oh, well, you come later. I was around already.
She was doing, men were doing cocaine off of her belly button in Brazil.
I had a fabulous life. That's what you need to remember.
And then I got into other videos. It brought tears to my eyes. It was so sad. But then there's a video by B. McQueen, and she has a similar viewpoint to what I have.
Please tell me you have seen the video that is Mimmy approved going around on TikTok. Oh my gosh, it is a gem. So if you haven't seen it, it's this woman who's like, if you're seeing this video, it's because I'm dead. And then she goes on to talk about what she was remembered by. It's the most dysfunctional family video. How ever. This woman would not stop talking about her time in Brazil. She's like, I did this, I did that. You have to go watch the video. You have to go watch it. But I came here to say that if you ever needed a sign that when you are about to kick the bucket, the things that you're going to remember the most are the travels and the people that you did those travels with. And even if you do it by yourself, you were still going to remember it and think about like the good old days. Like this woman is just like going on and on about Brazil and all the things that she did, ratchet as can be. But if you have seen that video, and you keep going to your job and not taking your PTO and working overtime and thinking that you're going to get a promotion because, you know, you're a really hard worker, please let me be the first to tell you that you're going to be doing that woman, Mimmy, a grave injustice. No pun intended. Oh my God, that shit was hilarious.
So she says Brazil travel is going to go up because of this video. And also the moral of the story is like, enjoy your life, travel while you're young. You're going to have those memories. Let Mimi be a great example of how to live.
Yeah, they had just like the greatest, hilarious dynamic. And I'm sure that, and Gooby Gubby spoke to, I can't say that seriously. He spoke to it a few times. I know when like recently her health was declining and he was like, we share certain things on here. It's been harder, blah, blah, blah. And so I think it was a way of like making light of a very difficult situation as well, which I think is nice. Like you see the happy parts of life where you're still finding joy even in like immense sadness. But yeah, oh my gosh, very sad.
And this is obviously not the first TikTok grandma who's died, and they're all so sad. You grow
I feel like
attached.
it's the first one that I like really paid attention to.
There's been multiple ones.
For me, I would say this is up there with like Bones, No Bones.
Oh,
in
the
terms
dog,
of like
yeah.
how well known, but like it's a person's grandma, so I think that it's a bit more significant.
Yeah.
I mean, well, but Bones, No Bones was very sad, and this one, it's like, it's I mean, as everything in life, it's inevitable, but I hope to still see Gooby Gubby's content. I have seen some of his content, I think also because he knows that this is any time that you're putting a family member, or I mean, I guess you don't think about it as much with your family members, but I'm sure like an animal on social media, and like at some point you're gonna have to transition out of that. And so I think he's been trying to transition, and his content is still funny.
Yeah,
so I hope
hilarious.
he continues to find success, and I wish his family the best.
Me too. All right, what's been on your For You page, Catalina?
Well, as predicted, I have now solidly transitioned to home renovation TikTok. And I've uncovered a corner of the algorithm, or a trend in the algorithm, which is people getting really angry at people who post their renovation videos, and they have like amazing historic homes that they gut and turn into just like millennial gray, neutral, like camel color nightmares. But as helicopters are nuanced, I also find the rage to be nuanced on this, because sometimes like there's this one example where the pink bathroom is constantly being referenced, where there was this like vintage pink tiled bathroom that this person tracked gutting the bathroom and turning it into like the most bland bathroom that you could think of in your entire life. And people use this as a touchstone for when they're complaining about how people are like destroying homes with historic integrity and making them into these like soulless boxes that you could have just like bought a new build. So I fully am on board with that, especially when it comes to like wood.
Oh, you and your
like
wood. Very
historic
touchy
fixtures
for you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you have an old growth wood floor in like a home from the 1800s that can be refinished,
yeah,
you should respect that.
Yeah, you should refinish the floor. I agree with that.
And I feel a certain way because, I've moved into a home that people have done some house flipper bullshit to, that just like causing me more jobs and doesn't look better, But then you'll find people just getting so mad and being like, oh, how dare you do this? And it's like, you could have I don't know. I don't know how right you are in this.
It's all subjective though too. It's taste as well.
It's taste,
like,
but I think
a
it's
pink
also
bathroom for a bachelor is not going to fly. So if someone's moving in like
why
a
not?
single
Who
man,
knows what?
yeah,
Could be
sure.
a bachelor who likes pink. How dare
like I
you?
said,
How dare you?
But that's
Dina?
what I'm saying. It's subjective. It's if it's someone who doesn't like pink, then like of course they're going to change the bathroom.
I think that people want to protect things that are considered to be of historic and architectural value. And so there's a certain era of architecture where there's like a lot of built-ins, or there's a lot of like really interesting tile work, and people will do gut remodels and put in like LVP and make everything like beige, right? And that in terms of design is sad. I agree that, you know what, it's your home, you bought it, whatever, but when they put it online, they're gonna get feedback.
Yeah.
And I also think a lot of people make the point where it's like, why would you buy this historic home to then gut and strip of all its like historic integrity if you could have just bought a modern home? Like, buy a home in the style, especially these aren't like cheapo homes, right? So buy a home in the style, if you have the budget, buy a home in the style.
If you have
home
the
that you
budget,
want.
I think it's a
Yeah.
little more nuanced than that because it depends
Yes.
on the location. I actually saw a TikTok of this great mansion in Brooklyn, and it had this historical element to it, and the guy was preserving it. It's like, oh, this is great. But clearly it was, millions and millions of dollars. I think if you're in the realm of that much money, you can buy a style of
Right.
home that you want, where you want.
You
but
have
if
the
you're talking,
resources.
less resources, sometimes you're just pigeonholed into something you don't want.
Yeah, I will send you some examples. Some are more egregious than others, I will say. Some are much more egregious than others. And then you'll find the ones that are just like renovations that are done really nicely and really well. Sometimes I'm just watching these people and I'm like, damn, you have skills. Because I'm sitting here like, my back hurts. What did I do? Painted a kitchen this weekend. And I'm like,
that's a lot.
my leg, I'm going to show you. Have I sent you a picture of this already?
No. Of your
Okay.
leg?
Do you see
Oh,
this
you have
bruise?
a big bruise. Yeah.
I kept hitting my shin on the
With
ladder.
what? Oh, the ladder.
Let me tell you that home improvements, you see these DIY people online. Woohoo!
It
They
takes
are
time.
skilled. They
oh,
are.
Yeah.
There
I
is
didn't know
some
how to
skill.
do it. Yeah.
All right, so that's one big area of the TikTok multiverse that I'm on, and I'll try to find some good examples to share with you of people getting mad about renovations versus people feel, I think, less angry when something is updated versus gut remodeled, especially when the gut remodel makes it look like a hotel lobby.
Right.
That's
that makes sense.
That's my main takeaway.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is, and what I guess was like word soup to our group chat that then I did not explain.
I sort of understood it.
Now I will explain it, which is the other day I was on TikTok and I came across this girl's video, and I had come across her video before. She's an NYU student. As you know, as people know, we went to NYU. And not only is she an NYU student or like a recent grad, I think maybe whatever, but she's friends with a girl who just graduated from NYU that you and I ran into at the Taco Bell in Times Square once.
The Club Taco Bell.
And
waiting for our Baja
her
Blast.
and her friend. No, they were waiting. Her and her friends were there because they were freshmen at NYU, and they were like, we have a guy, he's our Taco Bell hookup, he gives us free Baja Blasts. And we were like, this
is at 4 in the morning.
This is at 4 in the morning. We talked to these girls for so long. We find out that they lived in the exact room that we lived in freshman year.
Crazy.
And so we were like, this is wild kismet. And whatever. We follow them on social media now. At this point, they've graduated, which is just like, oh, time. What a fickle beast. And so one of these girls, the Taco Bell girls, is friends with this girl whose TikTok I saw. I see Taco Bell girls' TikToks all the time because she's in my contacts.
We went real deep.
Which is
at
also
Taco Bell.
this is also probably why I got into this in the first place.
Oh,
like,
for
however
sure.
did I get this? Okay. So other girl who's friends with Taco Bell girl posted TikTok about this NYU girl whose video that I ended up seeing, who she's complaining about because she was like, this is a girl who makes these videos talking about how like she's a virgin, she never had a kiss until she was 21, how she considers herself like a high value woman, and all this discourse that's very much like red pill manosphere podcast universe anti-feminist discourse, right? And so this back of my mind I'm like, okay, whatever. There's an NYU girl who's trying to be like a right-wing influencer. Sounds good. Come to find out, I end up getting served one of these girls' videos, and it's her talking about NYU Rush, which is obviously capitalizing on the fact that people are rushing now, and it's like bringing NYU into the fold. So she's talking about the NYU Rush experience. You know I'm sat because you were in a sorority at NYU.
And a lot of your friends were in a sorority, the same sorority at NYU.
And it's not a school that you like are known for joining sororities at.
Yeah.
Frankly, when she was talking, I was like, I forgot there were other sororities. Like, I kind of think of AE Phi, like you guys joining that, as like it being like a Jewish social club. And so then I was like, wait. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, it was just like a Jewish special interest group and our friend Angela.
And others who were not Jewish.
But like, I forgot there were other sororities. I don't think I ever met another person. I mean, I guess I met them, but like the fact that someone was in a sorority was like not something that I knew about, cared about, or thought about beyond AE Phi, because people in my life
your
were
closest
part of
friends at college.
Couldn't name a single other sorority, whatever. So she's talking about Greek life, and we'll play a clip.
This weekend is NYU Rush, and as someone who just graduated and was in Zeta, I'm going to give you guys the real tea, okay? Listen up. It's going to be long because I know my girls want to hear everything there is to know about rushing, so I got you. Number one, Greek life is the way to go. I don't care who you are, where you come from. If you want to make friends and find community, rush, okay? And force yourself to go through all the days, no matter what houses you get back. Join the sorority, and then after a week or two, if you're really not feeling it, then you don't have to do it. But the experience is so worth it. You will meet so many girls. I heard a lot about the AE Phi recruitment process behind the scenes, and even from the girls in the sorority, I heard a lot of their behind the scenes rush. So I would just say being nice is being cool, okay? Being fun and energetic, to me, that's cool. Like, I loved Zeta because so many of the girls were so nice, and obviously some of them are mean, but for the most part, I did meet my best friends, and shout out to the girls who I'm still friends with and were so welcoming to me. I would just say no matter what, rush.
So she calls AE Phi out for being like the mean girl sorority, which already is sending me. Dina, what do you have to say about this?
Well, it's interesting because I went to the comments and everyone was defending AE Phi in the comments, and also saying that this girl was being hypocritical because she's basically calling out bullies, but she's like being a bully by saying other people are mean, basically. So it's very hypocritical, like on multiple levels. But I think like Greek life when we went was so small. And I remember at Taco Bell talking to these girls because they were also in AE Phi or
Wait,
Russian.
They were?
Yes. Or at least one of them was. And saying how it like blew up. Like there are hundreds and hundreds of girls. Like AE Phi was like less than 100 people when we
Meanwhile,
were there.
These are girls who are like looking at us like 30-something-year-olds, I think probably eating McDonald's while we're sitting in Taco Bell.
We went to McDonald's. As we were waiting for our Taco Bell, we were eating our McDonald's. We had just come back from medieval times.
Oh, NYU, man.
Oh, man. But anyway, I think it's hilarious how much it's exploded. I do like the sentiment she's saying, like, you know, just rush and join a sorority if you want to find a community at NYU, because like it is hard to make friends at NYU, and like I am still friends with a lot of girls who were in AE Phi. Like we
and a lot of them were Melissa. Bitches.
Though not the ones I'm friends with.
No,
now.
But like, I think that you can say that about any sorority. Like,
but also any group. Yeah, any club, any
But
group.
especially in like Greek life, I think that it's well known that there's like clickiness and brattiness and like.
What I'm interested to hear is how Rush has changed, because when I was rushing and like, you know, there's always talk of like hazing in sororities. Like there was no hazing when I was in a sorority. Like we had to sing karaoke sober. Maybe that's the worst thing we had to do. But I do wonder if it's become more serious and there is that sort of bullying, harassment facet of it, which I would not be a fan of. But it is funny how much it's blown up.
Well, and then the other thing, and I think this is the impact of social media that we see so much when people are talking about Rush in other schools, is you'll see these videos about like Bama or Ole Miss or whatever, and the videos that they're doing recruitment are these like coordinated dances, and then people will stitch them and be like, this is what we did during Rush in like the year 2015, and it's them like dressed in like old man potbelly outfits, like making like sailor voices or something. And so people who are probably, well, it's been 10 years since 2015, like we've seen that jump of how much the sorority promotion landscape has changed and become...
Yeah, we didn't have social media back
and
in the
become
day.
so much more like polished and like hot girls and dancing and whatever, when before it was kind of just like it was for the female jokester gaze almost, and now it feels like it's kind of for the male gaze. And then I got served an AE5 recruitment video that sent me to the fucking moon.
Because you imagine me doing it.
Well, okay, so you have these 3 beautiful girls in front who are like classically trained dancers. They're probably in Tish. And then and they're like doing like, so normally they're doing some sort of like hip hop whatever dance. These girls are doing like straight up, I don't know, like ballet sort of movements. And then in the background, like all the girls, frankly, you could have ended up in a video like this and you would have just been like extremely hidden.
Oh, by the way, the first thing I said watching this video, they're all wearing white pants and white shirts. Like, I don't own a pair of white pants. Like, I would have had to go and purchase a pair of white pants against my will to participate in this video. So that would so not be me.
Okay, also, Melissa, former podcast host and member, did she drop out of AE5?
We all pretty much technically dropped out. We were very not involved at the end. So
okay, so Melissa is a good dancer. Do you think if you guys had done this video, she would have been in front?
Yeah, I do. Because she was in front when we did do, so there's like a Greek night where you perform skits and dances, and she was in front. I was not. I was in the far
amount of
left
money
corner.
I would pay for like the girls that I know from AE5 when in the year 2006, almost 20 years ago.
I should stitch this with some dances.
The amount of money I would pay to see you guys in a video like that. Not very much because I had to pay for my basement hole, but
Is your basement hole filled yet?
No, it gets filled on September 24th.
Oh, I await the day to hear that your basement hole is filled.
I know, I'm so excited to fill my hole.
Okay,
all right.
Let's go from holes to Benson Boone TikToks, and this is great because this is kind of about his butthole.
Ew.
So strange to just, I clench my butt so much when I sing because it helps me sing in higher notes, and I sing a lot of high notes. So I'm very self-conscious of people looking at my clenched butt and taking videos and being like, hey, whoa, why is he clenching his butt so much? Does he have the disease? No, it's normal. I'm just trying to hit my notes. All right? Anyways, moving on. All right, here we go. All right, no more butt stuff. This is lovely.
Why are you doing this, Dina? Why are we talking about Benson Boone?
We are talking about Benson Boone because of Melissa, who we've mentioned now a lot on this episode. But Melissa is squarely on Benson Boone TikTok. I am not. I'm not getting any of these videos. But she made an interesting point about the Jonathan Groff to Benson Boone pipeline. So she's just getting like gay or Mormon males who she's attracted to.
I have been on Benson Boone TikTok.
Okay.
I don't really know what got me there, probably because I'm on Cat's Eye TikTok and I feel like it's the same sort of like pop landscape. Also, I have gone to his page before because he is pretty funny about like talking directly about how everyone hates him. But the main thing that's going on the Benson Boone side of TikTok right now is that on his tour, he's been singing ballads, and he had in Columbus, he sang Adele.
Oh.
And he sounded like really good and like Adele.
Wow.
And people are like, wow, Benson Boone is such a good singer. And then he's been doing this where like at every show he'll sing like Shallows or like, you know, some sort of like ballad that people really like that's not one of his songs, and then that goes viral and everyone's like, Benson Boone is so talented, he just needs like to fix his stop flipping and like do a different song writing. But then people will like in the comments will be like, well, you haven't heard, he's always been this way and he was on American Idol and blah, blah, blah. But yeah,
was
like,
he on American Idol? I didn't even realize that.
I didn't actually corroborate that information.
Know. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, he was on. Oh my God, what a character. Yes, he was on American Idol.
Oh, okay.
He did not receive. He withdrew after making it into the top 24.
That was smart. Didn't want to sign that contract.
Yeah.
There's another video where I think after one of his shows, people are standing outside in the rain to see him. And his whole thing is flipping and climbing. So he just climbs a fence and spends time talking to his fans, which I think is nice. He definitely plays into his fans. And then everyone in the video is saying, like, please don't flip backwards off this fence. Like, you
that's
may
what I
injure
thought.
yourself.
I clicked out of the video. I thought he was going to flip off of the fence. And I was like, I don't want to watch it.
He just jumped down, which is still scary. It was a high fence. But, like, the boy is a real daredevil.
I mean, you know what? He's not for me, but like not all music has to be for
and he
us.
has a good voice. So
I also want to say that there are some of these songs that get like so much flack. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I mean,
like once in a while. You know?
When I was watching the VMAs, they would introduce an artist, and I would say, I have no idea who this artist is. I would hear the song, and I'd say, oh, of course I know that song. It's viral on TikTok.
It's like junk food. Some of them are just junk food songs.
But
like
they're good.
It's indulgent. It's not. I'm not like, ooh, what a great musician you are.
Let's go to drama talk. There is a creator called Elizabeth Eats who blew up recently. Her whole thing is she walks around New York City and she chats with people. She observes and she never shows her face. And recently she came out saying someone showed her face and she didn't want to be seen. That's not her style. Anyway, so she blows up. She's getting millions of followers. And then I get a video by Tall Girl 6234 kind of calling her out. It's a longer video, so I'll just play a clip of it.
Long story short, there is a content creator, Elizabeth Eats, in New York City. She goes to restaurants and reviews them. I got one of her videos. It made me incredibly nervous. She starts with walking into the restaurant and she hypes it like, oh my God, this is where all the DoorDash eaters eat. Like, great. These people who are biking across the city all freaking day long find a place that's like delicious and cheap because we don't tip appropriately, people. 15% minimum. And I was like, great, we're going to make this place wildly popular. People are going to be like, oh my God, I saw it in a tourist book. I'm like, gotta go. And these guys who eat at this wonderful place aren't going to be able to eat here anymore. Nice. When she was in the restaurant, I got such a bad vibe about her, like almost like she was trying to help ice out somehow. Anyway, I blocked her. That was the end of it. Recently, she came up in my feed because apparently people have kind of blown up her spot and like revealed her face. She wanted anonymity, like anonymous food reviewer, but people were like, no, if you get to film other people's faces, we get to see yours. Anyhow, why is it that her face is of such interest? Because she's not holding a camera and she's not showing you she's filming like all those people with the ring lights when you're trying to have a romantic dinner. She's wearing the meta glasses and she did it really well.
I think this is a valid critique because I have followed, not necessarily on, I don't think I've ever seen her videos before this drama, but I've followed food creators on Instagram who don't show their faces, but they also don't show other people. They only show the food.
Yeah, it calls to question this like surveillance state we kind of live in. So it's legal to film things in New York, but it's one thing when you're just walking around and you don't know you're being filmed and then you're being put on the internet. And it's very hypocritical for her to not want to be shown, and she's showing all these people who are not consenting to be put on the internet.
Right, and she's capitalizing on it.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
Not informational. She's capitalizing on it. I also think this is similar to the conversation you'll see a lot on TikTok about people filming during workout classes. Do you ever get that?
No,
where
I
people
don't. But
are like, stop filming during workout classes, or if you're filming during a workout class, make sure other people are not.
Yeah, I'd be mortified if someone put me in.
And can you imagine? I'm in the background like, what?
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
I mean, Ashley and I were trying to film a little bit during Tracy Anderson, but
I didn't show anyone else.
I was also so conscious about that, and also just like, it's embarrassing to film.
Yeah. There's another creator, Ayana Eats, who films her POV in New York, and she's really funny and she interacts. I think it's more about the food than interacting with other people, but she also blew up recently. It's just a style people like watching, but it's interesting to see kind of its downfall now with these meta glasses, because it was recently discovered that Ayana also wears these meta glasses.
But the people that she's speaking to are okay. Like, no. That's the other thing. It's like,
I don't think everyone she speaks to knows.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like the TikToks. I just saw one the other day when someone's talking to other people, but they only showing their own face. And so you like hear the responses, but you only see that person's face.
I agree.
I think that is the most respectful to others.
Yes, agree. Okay, New York City TikTok. We have a video by Baby Magoo.
You can't get on the train if I can't get off the train. So let me get off the train so you can get on. You can't get on the train unless I get off the train. So let me get off this train so you can get on. Come on, come on. Come on. That's math.
We've highlighted this creator before because she did the We Can See Boop audio. And I like this song, and I agree with it. Like, please let me off the train.
I don't like this song. I think it's very shrill, but I do agree with the sentiment.
The sentiment is great. Let me off the train.
I have this like deep memory from when I was living in New York City, and my mom was visiting for some reason, and my mom is like nervous in cities, and so for some reason we were taking the shuttle to shuttle from Times Square to Grand Central, which, if you don't know, the shuttle from Times Square to Grand Central is a train that comes and sits for like a while. So if you see the train from a distance, you don't have to worry about it. And also if the train comes up, you don't have to worry about like being near the door, because the door is going to stay open for like 3 to 4 solid minutes. But my mom didn't know that, and so she was like nervously like standing in front of the door, and someone was getting off and got really mad and like said something rude to her. And I like always think about that, but it's also because it's like my mom straight up didn't know. So I think, but she should have known to step to the side, or she should have, you have to step to the side to let people off. But I think that nervous people, but if you live in New York City, no excuse. And I would say, however, when it comes to public transportation, I've never been in countries that people say are like super, super, super amazing, orderly. Actually, I have.
Japan. Wow, man. Japan. Wow. So orderly.
In terms of getting on and off and all of that.
Yeah.
But in Spain, my God, the notion of moving into the car to let more people on the train just like doesn't exist.
That's terrible.
It's so annoying. I think that like maybe it's gotten a little better, but I remember because I was living in New York City the first time I ever went there, and I was like, why are people just crowding by the fucking door? Sorry, I'm swearing a lot this episode. It's because I'm in bed, so I'm relaxed.
And you're wearing your Celine Dion shirt, which I love.
Yes, I even got this shirt for $1.
Best purchase ever. Okay, our last section is our food section. You sent a video about food in Chechnya by the Chechen.
People ask me what is the best Chechen food. To be honest, nobody asked me that, but anyway, I'm gonna show you. This is the best Chechen food. This is called zhizhik dolnash. So here we have boiled meat, corn dough, but normally it's normal dough also, but I choose almost every time corn dough, because I don't want to get fat. This is bouillon. This is just liquid from the pot of the boiled meat with different flavors, salt, pepper, and these two are sauces. This is garlic sauce. This is onion sauce.
Now it's visual because this boiled meat looks gray, and it looks like something I would
Everything is the same color on this plate.
It's gray beige, basically.
Grayish. It's the color people are turning their bathrooms.
Yes. The comments are very funny because people are like, oh, that's why no one's asking for Chechen food.
I think that the noodle part was the only part of that dish that I would eat.
And it was corn noodles, so he didn't get fat, he said.
Yeah, okay. But
the sauces maybe could be good. I don't know, like a garlic sauce, but it's everything being the same exact colors.
The color palette was making me really sad. It was making me feel like I needed to like go to war, you know? Like I was just like
put a piece of broccoli on the plate, anything.
I feel like I'm at a factory. I feel like I'm in Smallville. Not Smallville, Pleasantville. What was that movie where everything's
it was in
gray?
Black and white. Yeah. And then it turns color. Great movie.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? This could taste delicious. I wonder if there's like a Chechnyan restaurant in New York.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
I'm sure they have other dishes that are not all this color.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, I would try it, but it doesn't look appealing.
No, definitely not. But frequently there are things that don't look good but taste good. But the grayish color palette, it's not for me.
No. Okay, moving on. We have I've been getting a lot of food songs, and there's 2 about bagels that I just love. The first is by Miss Hadoodly.
Saturday morning, you know what that means. We got her some bagel and some cream cheese.
I like a bagel on a Saturday, so love this song. And the next one is by Jaku Workman.
Bagel bites, bagel bites. Every evening I eat thee, small and light, red and white. You look happy to meet me. Mozzarella, cheese, red sauce and dough, forever. Bagel bites, bagel bites. Bless my taste buds forever.
This blends my love for the Sound of Music and bagel bites. No notes, perfection.
I think that you are really on like annoying song side of TikTok right now. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure
I
why.
wouldn't classify them as annoying because I enjoy it. It entertains me. To you, it could be annoying. That's why you're not getting them. But I'm also not getting your annoying renovation TikToks.
You just like grating noises.
Yes, exactly. Although this last creator's voice is beautiful.
Okay, yes. They're not all grating. I guess it's kind of like, I think that it's somehow combining your love of musical theater. It's definitely a musical theater tangent in the algorithm, but it's combining that with your love of like people falling downstairs.
And food. So it's perfect for me. With that, we will close this episode. Thank you for listening, and we will be back next week. Goodbye.
Bye.